Hello everyone and welcome to Sunup. I'm Lyndall Stout. Winter wheat is sprouting up all across Oklahoma, but of course there are challenges for producers this year. We begin with a crop update. Here's Sunup's Austin Moore.
So Jeff, you've traveled around. What are you seeing around the state in terms of the wheat crop? How's it looking?
It's kind of a mixed bag. We have some wheat that was planted early in some areas that had moisture that's up and looks pretty good. And then we have a lot of wheat that really could use a drink of water. We have partial stands, maybe in areas of the field where there was a little bit more moisture. We have a stand of wheat, but on the terrace ridges, things like that, we don't have a stand. The state as a whole could really use a drink of water right now. We really need some rain to get that final planting of wheat up and going.
All right, so now that some folks at least have the stand in, what's the thought now? Other than waiting for rain, what are you looking at doing with your crop?
Well, right now we need to be concentrating on managing weeds. If you really go into a retail outlet and you ask someone to spray your field and you don't know what weeds are out there, you've largely lost the battle. So the first step is to know what weeds you have present and make sure you pick the right product to deal with those weeds.
Well, let's talk about those. What are the big ones we need to be looking at?
The big three, the public enemy #1 in the state of Oklahoma would be Italian ryegrass. That's our big one. It's tough to kill. It's a really tough weed. A lot of our herbicides that we've used historically, your Finesse, PowerFlex, things like that, are what we call ALS inhibitors. And most of our ryegrass in the state, you can pretty much assume, is resistant to those types of herbicides. So we're left with Axial XL, or a pre plus post combination, which is a really good way to hit it with a 1-2 knockout punch.
Okay. And we have some of that in this field, correct?
We do have Italian ryegrass out here, and I mentioned it was public enemy #1. The other two would be cheat and rescue grass.
Okay.
Now, Italian ryegrass, if you're out in your field, you're looking at it, Italian ryegrass is going to have a real waxy appearance on the leaves. The other thing you'll notice with Italian ryegrass that'll set it apart from some of the other weeds that we've talked about is that it will have kind of a purple reddish appearance at the base. So waxy leaves, purple reddish appearance at the base, and also it's not going to have any hairs. Cheat and rescue grass will both have hairs. So you have to know which weed you're dealing with. In my opinion right now, this would be a good time to hit this field. To take care of the Italian ryegrass. We want to get it while it's small. All of it needs to be up because we only have one shot. So we need all of the ryegrass emerged, but we can still kill ryegrass that is this size. Once it gets really big and starts tillering out and gets well established, it's much tougher to kill.
Not much to see. Now with the other two, how do we identify there? You said they do have hairs. They're a little more like wheat itself.
They are. They're kind of tough to identify at the seedling stage. I'm not sure that if you put two plants in front of me, I could identify them just by looking at them. Okay. Cheat generally has a few more hairs, but really what you want to do at the seedling stage is dig up those plants and take a look at the seed. The rescue grass is going to have more of a longer seed with a pointed end on it, and the cheat seed is going to be more rounded. The other thing is take a look at the seed heads of the two and try and remember back to what you saw in the field last year to try and remember which one of those two you have. And it's really important to know which one that you have, because we have herbicides out there that will do a really good job on controlling cheat. We don't really have anything that will do very good on rescue grass. You're going to need to look at rotation or maybe planting a little bit later to try and take care of rescue grass. So if you misidentify the weed that you have out there, you could be spending a lot of money that's not going to do much
good. No good at all.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of resources to help folks make those determinations and really figure that out, we have some stuff online we can show them?
We do. At wheat.okstate.edu, there are some resources under wheat management, then weed control. We have a couple of slide sets up there that will give you some pictures of the different grassy weeds and broadleaf weeds, and also a product comparison chart for grass weed control of some of the products that you might use on wheat.